Hi guys, happy Monday! Let's do the whole thing with the weekend stitching and the progress updates and the stash, and I went off the wagon with the big fat boom when it came to stash acquisitions this week, so you might like that, you might not. Depends upon your taste in stash. Just generally, it's been a good week. I got some stuff done, killed a lot of things in World of Warcraft. Had a lot of fun there. Alright, we'll just give it a go, and here is the progress report. So the only place that I have really been stitching has been at work, because I come home and I log onto the computer and start playing WoW. So there hasn't been a lot of stitching at home, but my at work progress project got a lot of love. And I know I mentioned last week that I was a little tired of all the little houses for Santa's Village, so that came home and is on bed rest. And I took my Lavender Pansies to work, which you guys haven't seen for a long time. I can't remember. I was working on it a little bit last year, but I'm not really sure exactly when I stopped doing it when it came home and ceased to be my work project. So anyway, with no further ado, here is what this project is looking like. Nice and big and beautiful and pansy-rific. Let's see if I can manage to hold the things and point at the same time, right? It's a challenge. Let's see. I know this little bit here that's the center of this pansy was not done, so I did all of that. Some of this blue was worked in, but I think basically if you draw a line kind of from here over, I did all of this stuff. This is a flat line here because that's where the page breaks, so I brought it down some here, and that's just waiting for me to get on to the next page. I'm going to fill in all the little bits up here, just a few, maybe 5 or 6 rows, and then I'll slowly work into the final and last page of this thing. So this is as far this way as this goes, and it just goes down a little bit more. So that is all I have left for the Lavender Pansies. This is a pattern by the Silver Lining, and I am stitching it on a 28 count. Yeah, I think this is 28 count. I'm stitching it on a 28 count water lily colored linen. I bought and kitted the whole project up at oh my goodness, my brain, and it was 100 years ago too, at the Craft Center of Fine Needlework, which is up there in the Fort Union area of Salt Lake City. So if you're up there, there is another cute little craft stitch shop. That is, they have a lot of stuff. It's not Shepherd's Bush, but they're still really quite good. So anyway, tuck that all into my project bag. I have to show this one to you guys again. You've seen it. This is my favorite project bag, I think, that I've made. I just love the pink, and I love the pansies, and it's just adorable, and I love this one, and it's my favorite. And the buttons that I put on, fantastic, right? Right. They say that they don't have favorite children, but you know for a fact I'm the favorite child. So that's it for the progress report. Not a whole lot of progress going on there as far as cross stitch goes. Stash acquisitions. Let's see, 2 clips because things came in the mail at 2 different times, so let's insert those clips here. I don't even know what my hair's doing. Whatever it wants to, apparently. And did you know that the camera will beep at you if the memory card slot door little thingy is open and won't let you record? Why not? Anyway, okay, so mail call, happy fun mail, and all that. I have the best postcard pal in the world. I know I've said that before. And so she has sent me a gorgeous card. Look at those roses and those tulips. Aren't they beautiful? She sent me a beautiful, beautiful card. Like that. For, good grief, what is the month? For April. For April. And I am such a terrible postcard pal, you guys. for Stitch from Stash. I'm just terrible. I have cards. I have stamps. Can I get it put enough together to put the card in the envelope, address the envelope, and then put the stamp on the envelope and drop it off at the cluster boxes where all of our mail is? No, too hard. Instead, I have like the best postcard pal in the world, but with her card that has a lovely note that I just covered up with the Post-it, she sent this darling little gymnastics girl needle binder. So that was completely unexpected. Like I say, I am totally being spoiled by my postcard pal, and I feel so bad because like I said, I can't get it together to get the stamp on the envelope in the thing out to the mailbox. Right. Today, also what has arrived is the fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. Let's see. And this is called Iris this month. I'm going to take it out of the plastic with all of the wonderful rustling. Let's get this out. It is pink and orange and blue and splodges of purple. Wow, that's a lot of orange on that side. I think this side that I'm showing you right now is my favorite side. Isn't that pretty? That's my favorite side. I think, you know what? I think Leilani the Hula Dancer would look amazing on this. I haven't got a Leilani the Hula Dancer fabric yet. So that, very beautiful. That is the fabric of the month from March. You pay it the 1st of March, you get it at the end of March, 1st of April, sort of thing. All right, so let's put this safely here. Next up, a lovely fellow YouTuber. She just started doing YouTube, and she said, hey, I have a couple of extra pansy charts that she found. Wow, look at this. I don't have this one. She wanted to send me some pansy charts. Oh, wow! Look at those! Look at all those. I'm in love, you guys. I'm going to be spending the rest of my... Oh, look, I love that one. That one's beautiful. Oh, they'd be fantastic on 40 count, stitched with one thread. Are there any blendeds? No. Those are lovely. Anyway, so this first book of pansies that I don't have, at least I don't think I have, of the beautiful, okay, this is why she, oh, these are so funny. Anyway, do you see this little pansy sampler right up here? I bet that's why she decided to send that one to me. Gorgeous. Love that. Oh, it's shown twice. How fun. Plus layers, lighthouses, and ABCs, and little cute things. I bet those would be really fun to adapt for my niece's playroom. It could be lots of fun. Where is the one that I see the crayons? Wouldn't that be fun in my niece's playroom? So that is gorgeous. And then there is this Tender Blossoms, all pansies. Amazingly enough, I have not bought this one yet. It's gorgeous. I love this. I love this. Fantastic. Oh, look at those. They're beautiful. Stitch and stitch and stitch and stitch and stitch until I die. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know who you are. You didn't give me permission to say your name, so I haven't. And the cat is sitting on the envelope that you sent everything in because that's what she does. She's adorable. And then another one of my fabulous viewers left me a comment and said, hey, I have some fabric for you. Here, shall we do this? Cat toy. Yep. Oh, look at this gorgeous fabric. I'll hold it up. Look at this, guys. It's purple and blue pansies on a light blue background. She said she had bought this for a quilt a long time ago and then just knew that she wasn't going to use it. And she sent, look at this darling little tag. little card with pansies on and pansies on the back. Fantastic. That's really pretty, and she says she hopes that I can use this, and I think I will. Of course, it's going to be project bags. How can it not be project bags? That's going to be a lot of project bags. I think that's about a yard, so I think that might be 2 yards of fabric. Salvage to salvage. Yep. I am going to have to bribe my best friend. Here you go. Play with that, little miss. I'm going to have to bribe my best friend to see if she can help me cut this into the proper sizes for project bags, because I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I should have, but I cannot cut fabric straight. I try. I line it up on the grid of my rotary cutter mat. You know what I mean. I line it up like I'm supposed to. I make sure everything's going well and doing the right thing, and then somehow along the line it gets wonky, you know, so like one thing will be, you know, straight and square, but then the rest of it is just, you know, tilted. So then when you go to fold it in half, try to make the project bag, it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. I'm pleased as punch. Thank you so much, you guys. That's absolutely amazing. I'm just thrilled beyond belief. Look at this. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these. All the pansies. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi guys. Gone off the rails. Went shopping. Bought stuff. We're going to see what we bought. Remember in the previous clip, because it happened just like 20 seconds ago, but I showed you this beautiful fabric that one of my subscribers sent to me. Thank you so much. Loving it so much. So I talked to my best friend and I said, hey, we need to go shopping because I want to find some contrasting things and some trim to go with this so I can make this into some project bags. So we got together this morning and that is what we did. So, well, first let's show the boring things. I got 3 yards of muslin to go for inside of project bags. So exciting. Woot woot. Right? Where am I going to put this that the cat is not going to immediately fall asleep on it? We'll put it back there. My best friend has been using the fusible fleece for her project bags. So I bought a couple of yards of this to try it out at Joann's. Put that back there. The cat will probably still go sit on it, but it's out of the way. Let's see, in the region of necessities for project bags, but not necessarily fun, a handful of zippers, a blue one, a couple white ones, a couple lavender ones. So we need some zippers. So zippers for project bags. Where am I going to put those? We'll put these right here. And, oh, various threads for project bags to match some of the trims that I have. Threads! Whoops. Put those over there. And then I have been looking for some 1/8 inch ribbon, various colors to use for some stuff. So here is 1/8 inch ribbon, various colors to use for some stuff. Anyway, let's put that over there. Okay, now we get down to the more fun stuff. So once again, this fantastic, beautiful fabric. And then we got these. Whoops, turn this around. What are you? Princess is having a fun. So we've got some, the idea, if I can show it properly, is to use a very thin band of this solid purple right here, which kind of plays off of some of these blues, and then a little bit of the purple dots on top for my contrasting fabric. For some of the bags, I might have to buy 2 of those. Don't. She's looking at jumping up here, and it's a mess. Okay, So then the next one, because we really like the pink polka dots, is we found a couple yards of this sort of crochet lace trim. So that can go on a couple of the project bags. So there's wonderful lace trim. Woot woot. Then we found this lovely stuff was on clearance at Joann's. Put down there. So we thought, oh, dropped it. Let's try again, my friends. Try again. Is it gonna work? Anyway, do a couple like that. Right. So that was on clearance because it was only that little length, and so it was priced really quite reasonable. So that is everything we got to go along with this wonderful, wonderful fabric. And then, of course, since I'm out, I couldn't just let it go at this. Let's put this over here. It's because I had some other fabrics hanging around. Oh, I forgot to show you these. So I got some buttony things. One of the quilt shops, Corn Wagon, has just another button company button. So I got a Santa to go on some. I got some pansies and a light bulb and a pink rose. Just some random stuff to try out to see what I think about this and think about that and think about the other. So I have some ideas in mind for some of those. Okay, now for fabric that I had hanging out around here for a long time that I hadn't had anything to go with to finish up to make Project X. Princess is being extra weird down there. I don't know what she's doing. She's doing whatever she want to do. Alright, let's just kind of unroll this and fold this up. Yeah, we're a pro. Total pro. Okay, so I got a fat quarter of this wonderful ugly Christmas sweater stuff to make into a project bag. And so we found at the quilt shop, we found a fat eighth. So I'll use that to make the contrasting opening and closing, and then that's why we bought the Santa buttons and the Christmas buttons to go on that for their fun trim. Put that right there. That goes there. Next up, I've had this fun fabric for, various national parks. Isn't that cute? It's fantastic. And we found this stuff. I should have thought ahead and untied everything. That's a cat toy. Okay. Open this up. Okay. It needs to be ironed desperately. Let's put this up here, and then this is going to go in the middle of the night. Okay. Like this. Can I pick it up without dropping everything? Maybe. So here's this thought to do the national parks with a little bit of this, and then the red rickrack going right there across the middle. So we will do that. The rickrack was a remnant, so it was also really quite reasonably priced, quite cheap. It was cheap, just like the birdies, cheap. Okay, so there was that. Am I missing anything? Okay. And so then the last thing I had is some BYU fabric to make a what's it out of. And that blue has been difficult to match, and this is not a perfect match, but it's pretty darn close so that it's not glaringly wrong. And then to help me out, I got some, not the super jumbo white rickrack. I could go back and get some, but just some of this. So I'll just put a little thing of rickrack right there. Probably do a white zipper, just because those blue zippers are difficult to match. Although I did get a nice dark navy blue zipper, so we'll see. So that is all of that for another project bag. And I have been feeling the sewing recently. Oh. And then here is this absolutely darling tin that I needed like a hole in the head. But it's darling, so I had to get it. It says, whoops, make beautiful things. It's really hard to pick it up right there. Kind of make beautiful things. Anyway, so they had this at the at Cornwagon at the quilt shop that we went to. We went to Joann's and the quilt shop, so we hit a couple different spots. I broke it already. How did I? That takes talent, you guys. Absolute talent to break something that fast. Good heavens, what did I do? I better stop filming. Anyway, I am going to figure that out later, so you don't watch me struggle with that. Okay, so let's put this on the floor so the cat can sit on it. We'll put that on the floor so the cat can play with it. Etsy, I ordered a cute little thing from Redgate Stitchery. For those of you who have been watching a lot of the FlossTubes, Redgate is the place that has the, oh that's darling, the Floss Boss in the hoop needle minders. And so they also had these darling little skeins. So I got a pink skein. I might have to go back and get the aqua skein. So it's a pin, double-sided. Anyway, super cute. Got that. There's my receipt. And then I had to put an order in to 123 Stitch because I needed one skein of floss for one of the projects that I'm working on. One skein. One. And we all know how that goes. That you can't just order a 50 some odd cent skein of oh good heavens, English, of floss. You just can't. It doesn't happen that way. So, at work I've been working on my Lavender Pansies, which you just saw in the progress report, which I haven't recorded yet because it's Saturday and I'm going to do that on Monday. So, time fun. Anyway, so I need like 10, 11 stitches of Anchor 103, and I didn't have it. So I had to order that. That is what started the order. So then I looked through my wish list and had a look-see at what was on sale and whatnot and what I would really like. And so I noticed that the Tiny Tidings 11 was on sale. So I ordered that, plus the embellishment kit right there. So I will be able to do all the things. Super cute. I also ordered home is the nicest word there is. Yep, nicest word there is. Some of those are a little bit dark. I might change up a couple of those colors, but otherwise it looks really nice. So right there. And then for my big toe, I ordered Love Always, which has been on my wish list for a little bit. So there is that. He's 45 by 45. I think I have a piece of linen that will go on just perfectly. So that is all the crazy that I have gotten up to in the past couple of days. Yeah, most of it was today and a lot of it was crazy. So I feel like sewing, so I think I am going to get the Bernina out, pull it up close, cut some stuff, think about some stuff, and sew some stuff together. A little stitchy stuff, a little sewing stuff, a lot of fun. So I'm really excited, especially some of those pansy patterns I want to get on right away, except I don't like having more than 10 whips, and then I'm only actively working on like 3 at a time. So I'm trying to, you know, narrow things down a little bit because I've got like 15 things kitted up with 2 or 3 starts in them. So, you know, I'll just work on it. But I keep thinking about all those pansies. I got to get the Lavender Pansies done, and then the Pansy Fairy that's over there in a bag that I haven't worked on for a little bit. So those 2 pansies need to get done, and then I'll start another pansy. So looking forward to that. All right, I did spend some time with all the fabric that came in and all the stuff that we went and purchased. So here is a little bit of sewing silliness. All right, first thing first. Of course, you'd think when I came home with all the lovely trims and wonderfulness that I would start right away on the bags using the fabric that was sent me. Nope. I decided I was going to work on projects that I already had cut out and get those out of the way before I cut more stuff out. So the first thing I started on was my Minions bag. And before, it was just the yellow stripe and the little guys were sewn together. And I had a fat quarter of these guys and a fat quarter of the blue over here. And I hadn't quite decided how I wanted to put together, but I finally decided I wanted below for the top and then the blue bit for my accent. And then it is going to be lined. Let's see if we can get my fingers to work properly. And of course the answer is no, fingers are not working properly because I pinned that to anything. Anyway, it's going to be lined with the leftover of the blue G print and then the leftover, well, you can kind of see it over here, the leftover of the below. And so, but I've come to a stop on that one because I don't have a zipper that's a good color for that. My blue zippers are not the right color. I thought it would be really fun to go with like an orange zipper. Can you imagine? Woo! Orange zipper. But I did buy some orange rickrack to go there on there. So that is Minions bag that got sewn up. Then I went through my stash, and I think I've shown you guys before that I had purchased what is essentially a jelly roll for this line of fabrics. It's called Walking on Sunshine. As you can see, it has some pansies in here and pansies in here and pansies, and so of course that's why I had to buy it, because I really enjoyed the pansies. So I made this super cute little bag for myself, and it's all pinned up, as you can see, ready to be stitched down. And I really loved the this plaid. I love this plaid, but I didn't get a lot of plaid in the Jelly Roll pack. Well, not the Jelly Roll pack, because it's not made by Moda, and Moda has that trademarked, but you guys know what I mean. So with the other half, so anyway, these are like 45 inches long, and so that's pretty long. So you sew 7 of them together, maybe 8 if you want a little wider bag, and then you cut it in half and add the top bits. So the 2 top bits are also just another Jelly Roll strip. But anyway, so I didn't have enough of the plaid to do both things, but I had enough left over to do like a, what I've done here is like a little flashing. So this will be cute and flashed, and then I used another little mono print that's got some pansies up here and pansies over there. So I just need to cut that out. And so of course I have the same width of the blue that's left over from, as was left over from the plaid, but the blue didn't make quite as good as a break from the stripy bit, so it doesn't have the first bag doesn't have the accent strip like the second bag does. So second bag right there. So I got up to all sorts of trouble when it comes to sewing. So I sewed and sewed and sewed and enjoyed myself. And then, so Friday, you guys, I was thinking about everything that I needed to buy that you saw in the Stashquisitions to go with the other fabric, you know, my trims and my contrast pieces. And suddenly Brain says, hey, let's look on Etsy to see what pansy fabric is out there. And this is not a good idea, regardless of what your brain thinks. So this is like Stashquisitions Part 2, only because it sort of relates to here what we're talking about. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go check out all the pansy fabric that is available on Etsy. And so, of course, I found this stuff. And it's beautiful. And it's the soft colors, little black background, just wonderful. So I thought, oh, and it's a Henry glass line. So as soon as I figured out what the line was, then I'm like, okay, well, I need to buy something for a liner and then accent and trim colors. So I got a yard of that. That'll make 4 bags. And then because the place that was selling this fabric at the best rate only sold in 1 yard increments. So I got a yard of that. And so then I figured out the line, like I said, and then I found this part of the line. It's all gardeny with still some pansies and stuff. So this will be my lining. And I bought 2 yards of that because I don't know, I'm crazy. So we bought 2 yards of that. So that will be good enough for 8 bags with a little leftover. I stack these up all nice and neat. So that came from one store, one shop. Reb's Fab Stash. She was great. She sent it out quick. In fact, I mean, I ordered these on Friday and they were in my mail today. And so then here's the other pack. She packaged it so cute with the little adorable thanks button. Da, 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 da. So we'll open it out. You guys, seriously. You laugh. Well, let's do this. Second, let's do that. And then she also, so Reb's Fab Stash. Here, let's fold it this way. Let's fold it this way so you don't get my address. Let's fold it that way so you don't see how crazy I really was. Show that to you. Reb's Fab Stash. Right? Okay. Great fabrics. Great fabrics. See, it wouldn't be a problem if So Much to Love had these made already before I went crazy and decided I could buy all the things and make them myself. If she, we're going to blame it on Karen and that she wasn't ready. Anyway, so Reb's Fab Stash sent me this little piece of, it's a coordinate, and it is just soft and beautiful, and I love the size of the flowers, and it's got little pansies in between, and it's just cute. So, all right, so from our second, where did I put the receipt, kids? Where did I put it? It's right here. All right, so we're going to, what are we going to do, little cat? What are we going to do? We're going to go like this. Yep. Go like this. Yep, we're crazy. Okay, so from Garden Song Fabrics, she had the pieces you could buy by a quarter yard, or a half yard, sorry. Half yard. So I got some contrast and, other stuff in the same line. Same line for contrasts. So let's, okay, she's just put it all together. So let's undo it. I know, this is like Thrill-A-Minute TV. You guys are just gonna have to watch me think through it. Okay, so here is, I got a half a yard of this stuff. It's all gardeny with Bless This Garden and the pansies and wreaths and stuff. And so 2 yards of this will make 2 bags. So there's another 2 bags with the other stuff for liner. Put that there. Here is, pull this out. I got half a yard of, let's see, if we go this way, it'll be right side up for you guys. Half a yard of this stuff, which is the pansy, sort of a garden gate window pane sort of thing. Those are so cute. I plan on fussy cutting those into a project bag. So another half a yard there. So that will, excuse me, so that will make another 2 bags right there to go with. So that's my 8 bags to go with my 8 bags of liner. And then I bought a half a yard of this stuff. And so this is going to be, on some of them, it's going to be the little contrast bit. And on some of them, like I showed the little flange that I'd sewn on the other bag, it'll be the little flange bit. So that's that. Adorable. I love that. Oh, and then you guys, I didn't even buy everything in the line. They had, let's see, they had the words in a base of blue and a base of purple. And they had butterflies. So butterflies with a base of purple, blue, and a really nice bright yellow. And then the last thing that I bought for contrast is this gorgeous little ginghamy check plaid thing. So this will be some contrasting fabric, and on other bags it'll be the wonderful the wonderful, wow, brain, whatever. I forgot what I was saying. So sometimes it'll be the flange, sometimes it'll be the contrast. So that is me going crazy. I should never be let anywhere near Etsy ever, ever, ever again. Oh, so as if that wasn't enough, while I was poking around Garden Sawn Fabrics, she had some fat quarters that were marked down to $2. Normally a fat quarter is about $3, but these were marked down to $2. And so it was so cute. And of course they're Christmas, and you know, we just need a little Christmas even in April, so I bought, this is a fat quarter, and we'll do one bag. So here is my main body of the bag color. And then I bought the coordinating stripe. So that will be the contrast. And then this is a coordinating fabric, the beigey and the snowflakes, and that will be my liner. So I've got another 8, 9 bags that I could make. So the other night I couldn't sleep, probably because I took a headache, or took a nap in the middle of the day because I had a headache. So I was like up till 2 a.m. because I had slept so much in the afternoon. Anyway, so I got out my notebook and I started writing down a list of all the fabric that I have and all of the trims and the things and the idea. So, you know, here it is. So I have some fabric that is blue Christmas motifs, and what did I want for the contrast? The lining, the trim, and a zipper color, if I have the zipper. So I did that for all of those. And then, so here's oh, I can't show you that because I wrote down notes for other things. But anyway, so for the pale lavender pansies, here's, you know, the lists that I made for how I wanted to do that for some of the people, some of the bags, some of the things. Then this was called Pretty as a Pansy, I believe is the name of the line. So I knew it was coming, so I did the same thing with this and the contrast. And as you can see, I wrote down bag 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So I was kind of counting it all out as I went. And I completely forgot about this stuff. So I didn't even write that down on my list. And then I counted it up, guys. I have enough stuff to make 42 bags. Ain't nobody need 42 bags. Well, unless you're Katie the Stash Queen. She might need 42 bags. But I don't need 42 bags. I barely got 15 stuff going at any one time. So anyway, I don't know. I'm just not going to sew really, really fast, but I'm just going to enjoy the time that I have and just sew and enjoy, and I don't know. I should start racking these things out. It's what I really should do, because I don't feel right about selling them for reasons. But anyway, so that is my adventures in sewing and stashquisitions and fabric and all the things, you guys. All the things. Like I say, I should not be trusted to get on Etsy. Just don't let me do it. If I'm thinking in the middle of the day at like 2 o'clock on Wednesday and I'm like, I should check Etsy and see if they have, you guys have got to stop me and say, no, Kay, you do not need to look at Etsy. None of that. So, anyway. But look how pretty it is, you guys. Do you even understand? Let's see if I can pick it all up and not. See how pretty? Can you not need this? You need this. I'm working desperately to talk myself out of not buying any of the... they also had a blue base plaid. This was the purple base plaid, I think. Anyway, to talk myself out of buying the purple base plaid or the blue base plaid or the butterflies or more of the words in the different colors because pretty. Although wouldn't this make in one of the other colors a wonderful bag in and of itself? Just like a bag with maybe the pansies as the contrast? I don't know. Okay. All right, so that is that. What do I want to do next, you guys? I know. Let's do our shout outs to the Floobies. I had a minute of panic here, you guys, because I knew I had more pieces of paper than just one. I brought this one home from work today, and I was looking all over the house, and I'm like, I know I wrote down more stuff. And I finally found paper number 1. So the first new stitcher that I saw was the Purple Calalea. She starts us out with the Know Your Needle Worker tag. She loves to stitch for gifts. She loves the Big Bang Theory and is working on a great series of Sheldon in his various t-shirts with quotes. You know, like, I'm not crazy, my mother had me tested. Yeah. Girl after my own heart, I do love me the Big Bang. Sorry, what is the cat doing over here? Can you see her? What are you doing, princess? What are you doing? You're just knocking things on the floor, aren't you? Can you stop? Hey, stop. She's licking a zipper package that I was auditioning for another one of my project bags that is all cut out and ready to go, like the ones I started on, but had stopped because I ran out of batting. But since I had bought the fusible fleece, I was using that for batting, and I am almost out of the fusible fleece, so I'm going to have to go back and buy some more before I can even get started on the rest of this stuff. Don't let me near Etsy. All right, number 2. Julie McConnell, who is the owner of Reflections Framing and Needlework in Ralston, Nebraska, which is pretty close to Omaha because I had to look it up. She shares some of her whips, a little bit of the story behind the shop, and the wall of framed pieces behind her where she's filming is just awesome. And it's really great to see a shop owner start to do FlossTube. So it's such a change since, for the most part, you know, whenever I've gone into Shepherd's Bush and said, oh yeah, we do FlossTube, and they're like, what's that? And I explain it to them. So slowly word is getting out that there is a community and FlossTube exists. All right, next comes, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I don't know that she pronounced it herself, so I'm going to slaughter it horribly, and y'all are going to have to forgive me. But Ati Deneb, she comes to us from the planner community, so she has some planner videos. She has a lovely, lovely whip of a nativity with stained glass, and a gorgeous a bird that she's working on that might be a toucan. I don't know my birds. It might have been a parrot. I'm not really sure. But she was working on a gorgeous bird piece of some sort. Next up we have Tina Stitches. She tells us that she's a longtime stitcher of 20 plus years. Shares some beautiful finishes and her whips. And she has a lot of hades, my friends. Lots and lots of hades. Next, I stumbled across the Stitching Violets. They're relatively new to cross stitch. They are lovers of cats and fandoms. So one of the gals is stitching on a piece with Godzilla on it, right? And the saying, what is it? The phrase, anyway, says, "May Godzilla destroy this home last." Pretty good. And then the other gal was stitching mermaid cats from the cat cord category. And those mermaid cats were kind of cute, you guys. Next up, Vanessa Wilson. She shares her first whip from last year. And then moves forward from there. She has leapt headfirst into stitching, she says, just headfirst. Cute finishes and cute whips is what I wrote down. All right, put that aside. Today I stumbled across the hand-dyed Diva. She is also a stitcher of 20 plus years. She shows her whips, one of which is Persephone by Mirabilia, which we all know Jessie Marie just finished up. And she is stitching on lots of mirrors, so 2, 3 at least in a semi-rotation. She lost the chart to Cinderella. So that one is in her whip pile. And if any of you have a copy of Cinderella that you know you will never, ever, ever stitch, I think that was one of the ones that's out of print and super expensive, go visit her and see, offer it to her out of the kindness of our hearts so she can finish that one up, right? Right? I know, I shouldn't be so bossy. And then the last person that I noticed this morning was the Victoria sampler. You know, the lovely ladies, the heirloom sampler that I stitched. They do the beautiful bands. They have the gingerbread village that is being done. Anyway, they are doing a series of how-to videos for various stitches. They were working on one of the gingerbread samplers, and so they were talking about the Greek cross and such. I didn't watch them all. There was like 8 or so, but it looks like it will eventually be a great resource to us stitchers. So when I get a little time, I think I will actually watch those. So those are our Floobies for today. As per usual, I will put links to their channels in the description box down below to make it a little bit easier for you guys to get in there and check everything out. All right, so it is time for the Battle Cow Adventures. Yep, just running around doing the things, killing the things. I did a little bit of filming, recording when I was out farming for nether shards underneath the Sendanax, and so I'll insert that here. And that wasn't even the best day of shard farming. That was it was really weird because they called down the lieutenant, and I think the Centenax must have moved. The lieutenant was the very big boss there that you saw everybody start to fight, and you saw how it just kind of disappeared. Talking too much, dry throat. Anyway, so the ship had moved, and so everything just phased out and was gone. Just gone, which was kind of weird. So I didn't get to kill her, didn't get that one on my list of achievements, you know, kill all the lieutenants, win a badge that's worth absolutely nothing. I did have a great day. The guildmaster and I happened to go farming nether shards one night, and she's the tank, and so I was just doing the boomkin thing, AoEing everything down. So she had the taunt and would pull everything in. I think we were pulling stuff from about 2 portals, and between the 2 of us, just murderizing everything. And it was awesome. Awesome possum. So that's about it. I've come to, I think I finally hit the saturation level for the grind because I'm like, I don't want to log in today. I just don't. And I really want to fly, which means I have to finish up this reputation grind with the Legion's army. So the anti-Legion army, it doesn't, they call it the Legion Fall Armies, I think, is the name of the reputation. But anyway, it's just this thing that, you know, you earn points for doing the things, but there aren't that many things that you can earn the points, blah, 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 blah. I'm about done with it. I really am. So I think there will be more stitching or sewing or cross-stitch stuff going on since I'm just kind of tired. I think I wowed myself out there just going full bore for 2-3 weeks, however long it was. Anyway. So, slightly related to World of Warcraft, I bought the new Chronicle 2 book the other day, and I'm working my way through that. For those that don't know, Chronicle 2, it's about the lore that the World of Warcraft game is sort of built off of. And then, you know, how Amazon does the thing, well, if you like this book, other people, you know, have ordered this. And so one of them was this book, A Traveler. I'm trying to see what the age group it's aimed at. It's certainly not aimed for the adult, but I enjoyed it. Of course, there's no for ages, I don't know. I don't have kids, so I can't say. Maybe 10 and up? I don't know. Anyway, so it is a lovely, it's a good book, and I plowed right through it and enjoyed it. I enjoyed how the perspective is from this kid's point. This is Aramar Thorn. He's our hero, and his guardian, Mikasa. Not really guardian, but Aram's father is a sea captain and assigned Mikasa to keep an eye on Aram so he didn't do anything stupid. Shipwreck. They're lost. They wander across Faralos. And their adventures and the people and creatures and things they meet. So I enjoyed it. I thought that was a lovely perspective on some of the races and the things that you hear discussed a little bit in the lore of World of Warcraft, but you don't really think anything about. So that was nice. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was on sale for like $6, so I got the hardback for $6. Price on the back of the book is $15. Would not have paid $15 for that. That's why I got the hardback book instead of the Kindle version, because the hardback book was cheaper than the Kindle version. I think the Kindle, they wanted $10. But anyway, I enjoyed it. Good read. I probably will read it again in 2 to 3 months when I have forgotten everything that I read the first time through, because that is me, and I have a terrible memory when it comes to reading. Okay, so that is Battle Cow stuff. That is this, that is that, that is the other. Alright, you guys, I hope you're having a good week. I hope the entire week turns out really good for you and you get all the stitching time in that you desire. I hope the frog stays far, far away from you guys, so you keep stitching forward and not reverse stitching. Thank you to all my subscribers, for all of you who comment and like my videos and have subscribed. Oh, hello, William. I hope you're having a good day. I'm sorry I didn't get a lot of kitty footage for you today, but you did see a little corner of her there. Is there anything else? Because I am saying quite a lot. I don't think so. I don't think so. So I am going to put everything away, start editing this, getting some dinner put together, and the WoW invasion should start in about half an hour, and I will do it only if it's for Val'sharah, and if it's not Val'sharah, I'm not doing it, because, like I said, I'm a little burnt out on the grind. Anyway, you guys have a great one. Hugs and stitches, everybody. Bye.